Elvis Presley had connections with several of his leading ladies, but with Beverly Hillbillies star Donna Douglas, he shared something extremely special. Decades later, the actress made news when she filed a $200 million lawsuit against Disney for Sister Act. Want to know more? Then join us in this video as we find out what Donna Douglas was able to give Elvis, something that was apparently missing at the King's home. Donna Douglas, who played Ellie Mae Clampett in the blockbuster hit TV show The Beverly Hillbillies, was one of the biggest artists on American television in the 1960s. It was the country's top-rated series for 2 years and remained immensely popular for all 9 seasons from 1962 to 1971. Douglas started her career in beauty pageants before moving on to acting. She held the titles of Miss New Orleans and Miss Baton Rouge. When you become famous from a popular show like the Beverly Hillbillies, it seems like a slew of opportunities come by. Donna Douglas was given the opportunity a lifetime when she was cast in a film starring iconic singer Elvis Presley. As mentioned before, she began her career by competing in beauty pageants and landing tiny roles in films such as Career and Lil Abner. During an interview with Valley Times in 1965, Douglas claimed that Beverly Hillbillies producer Paul Henning asked her if she could play Ellie Mae. Douglas just looked at him and grinned, she recalled. Could she handle the role of Ellie Mae? Why, it was just like her own life, she said. She claimed she felt at ease in the part since she, too, grew up as a poor Southern tomboy. When she was asked to milk a goat during her audition, the experience came in useful. Douglas stated that she had milked cows before, so she thought that milking goats was the same. She further explained by saying that somehow she figured out that both animals were similarly equipped, so she just went over and did it. Despite the fact that many critics thought the series was unappealing, it was the #1 show in audience ratings. The cast drew the attention of millions of admirers, propelling them to stardom. During that period, Donna only did one major film, an epic musical starring Elvis Presley that showcased a different side of the rock and roll star and allowed him to exercise his comedic abilities. Douglas then discussed how she was cast beside Elvis Presley in Frankie and Johnny in an interview. She stated that after they finished the season for Hillbillies, they went to Australia to publicize the show. Douglas added that she could have gone on a personal appearance tour in the country during their summer vacation, but something told her not to. And sure enough, the moment Douglas got back, she was contacted about the picture. Behind the scenes, Douglas and Elvis also shared a very special connection. Frankie and Johnny was an unusual choice for Elvis. The elaborate historical film was set on a Mississippi steamboat, and the lead characters were played by the singer and Donna. Johnny is a charmer but a lousy gambler, and the narrative focuses on a gypsy prediction that a woman with red hair will bring him luck. Frankie, on the other hand, is blonde and does not appreciate the entrance of the gorgeous redhead Nellie, played by Nancy Kovic. The film features a sequence of misunderstandings and misfortunes sandwiched between musical performances that, oddly, avoid Elvis's signature sound. Although it's entertaining to see Elvis embrace the vaudeville heritage on humorous tunes like Petunia, The Gardener's Daughter, Frankie, and Johnny was just a moderate box office success and was not able to recoup its costs. Douglas had to go back to becoming Ellie Mae after the filming for Frankie and Johnny was completed. Douglas played the character for 3 years before landing the film role, and she was under contract for another 3 years with the television show. Throughout her career, the actress lived by one phrase: "You can have success if you can handle it." She handled her success wonderfully, with her head in the air and feet on the ground. During filming, Elvis met a kindred soul in Donna. Larry Gaylor, a friend and hairdresser, later stated that several people thought sparks were flying. The two stars would spend all of their breaks huddled together in deep conversation, but this wasn't your average on-set romance. The King had discovered someone who shared a very personal experience with him that he couldn't find at home. Gaylor was also Elvis's spiritual advisor, introducing the star to Eastern concepts, in addition to his boyhood Christianity. He explained that during breaks, Elvis and Donna would get into some heavy spiritual conversations. Apparently, the two had a lot in common, and several people thought that sparks were flying. Geller explained that it wasn't only that Elvis respected Donna, but he just regarded her like a professional and valued her very highly. He has visited her in the dressing room before, meditated, and would talk about a variety of philosophy issues with her. Apparently, nobody in Graceland had any idea of Elvis' interest in ecclesiastics. His last girlfriend, Ginger Alden, told the story that his former wife, Priscilla Presley, had been openly disdainful of his great collection of books. She then allegedly pushed him to burn several of his spiritual books and publications. So, the celebrity was overjoyed to discover in Donna someone who shared his interests and views. Geller went on to say, both were studying the works of Paramahansa Yogananda and were close to the president Daya Mata. Paramahansa Yogananda was a yogi, monk, and guru from India. Although he died in 1952, his organization's Self-Realization Fellowship brought millions to the concepts of meditation and Kriya Yoga. Elvis's fascination with all facets of faith lasted till the end of his life. On the night he died, he was reading Frank O. Adams' The Scientific Search for the Face of Jesus in his bathroom. In her later years, Donna reverted to more orthodox Christianity. She sang gospel and supported Christian school charities in the Deep South. She published many albums and a children's book based on Bible stories. She graduated from Rhema Bible Training Center in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in 1984 with a specialization in children's ministry. Ellie Mae Clampett, on the other hand, remained a part of her life, and she continued to appear in character at state fairs, and in public for many decades, always with the distinctive huge tumble of curls. Donna made news for the final time in 1993. She and Kurt Wilson sued Disney, Whoopi Goldberg, Bette Midler, their production firms, and creative artists agency for $200 million, claiming that the popular film's sister act was copied from their own novel, A Nun in the Closet. They turned down a $1 million settlement offer and lost the case. She also sued Mattel in 2011 after they released an Ellie Mae Clampett Barbie doll with her likeness and character on the package. The dispute was resolved out of court. Donna continued to go to fan conventions and give talks in favor of her charitable efforts until the end. Douglas died at her Louisiana home, surrounded by friends and family, according to family members. She died of pancreatic cancer on January 1, 2015, at the age of 82. She was Ellie Mae, just an older version and as sweet as can be, Douglas's manager Jackie Stander said. Who knew that the thing that Douglas gave Elvis was none other than their shared interest in spirituality? What do you think of the bond that they shared? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.